Hello YouTube. Today we're going to look at removing the slim Keymod handguard from this PSA barrel. Start with, you can see we've got a bunch of screws here. 4 on this side and a little one on that side. So here's what those screws are about. These are the screws that actually hold the hand grip together. This one is a safety retaining screw. If all these screws came loose, it still couldn't come off of the barrel if that one's tight. Off the barrel nut, rather. This one is an expander screw. This is held together by the pressure squeezing this together. Even with these screws loose, the pressure is still there. You actually have to tighten this screw and pry this apart in order to get it off. Okay. The reason I want to take this off is because I think the gas tube might be misaligned. If you can see, it's not exactly centered in there. It's leaning a little bit towards our right. Now that may be just the way the barrel is twisted, and it may be perfectly aligned, but I want to check it. So, to begin taking this off, what we want to do is back out the wedge tool. I'm going to back out the wedge screw. Right now it's tight, and in this position it helps to lock the other screws by applying pressure. Okay, I'm going to back that out until I can see it flush. Then we're going to loosen these. And we're going to do it in a pattern. 2 ends. And then the middle. All right. You want to be careful with this because this is a steel tool. And it will scratch your finish. Okay, now we've loosened those screws. The only screw we have to actually remove is the safety retainer screw. And we're about to do that. With the same Allen wrench, we go in here. Loosen that baby. This one we take all the way out. There it is. Now, you will notice that baby's still plenty tight. It's not coming off. Now is when you have to tighten the wedge screw. Watch the gap. As you tighten this screw, it pries apart. And there it is. Now you can see the safety retainer screw goes into this groove and holds the grip on there even if everything else was loose. Now you got to very carefully slide this out. And there you have the removal. Now to put it back on, you will slide it back in. And you'll notice there are 2 little tangs here on the edges. They have to line up. And you want to make sure you line up the tinny rail on the top. And you may have to put some right pressure on that. And you want to put downward pressure on it. So we've got this little block of wood here, because otherwise you're just going to hit your forward assist. So we put this on the block of wood. We apply a little right pressure. And we loosen the wedge screw. And when you do that, that baby's already on there. Now's a good time to check. What do we got here? That's lined up. Don't see any gap there. Now we can put back the safety screw, loosen the wedge completely until it's flush, and then tighten these 3 screws. So first you loosen the wedge, then you tighten the safety screw, then you tighten all 3 of these. And when you've got them snugged up several times, left, right, middle, left, right, middle, left, right, middle, then you tighten the wedge screw. Tightening the wedge screw puts pressure on these screws and locks them. Now, I'm going to put a little blue Loctite on there when I put this back together. But that's how it's done. There you have it, YouTube.